can just chase me. Hold up, I don't give a fuck about no rain.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Night Rider podcast. I'm here with my friends Johnny and Davion.
What it do?
And we're driving around Avondale, West Phoenix area. So we were just talking about Subway. You know what I heard once? I heard Subway is real terrorism. Want to know why? Because they don't even give you a full foot. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it a full foot on a sandwich?
Bro, honestly, what I try to do is, because I work there, I stretch the bread as far as possible. Because I be eating the bread too, dog, you know what I mean? So if I'm trying to get a foot long, I'm going to make sure everybody else get a foot long too. I just make it the right way because that's how I was taught to do it. So, fuck it.
It's a good way to, karmically, how do you say, karmically ensure that you're going to get something good, yeah? I like that.
And it's not even just that I do it for myself, I do it for the people.
I feel that.
I think about other people when I work, because if I didn't, I'll be doing my job so sloppy, bro. But I just think about, what if somebody was cutting onions like the way that my coworkers be cutting onions, you know? And then they just got all this other type of shit in there, and I go to Subway and I eat that shit, you know what I mean? Or I drop some fucking tuna in the guacamole, and I scoop the tuna and fucking serve it on somebody's sandwich. And they got guacamole and they don't even like guac, you know?
Right.
That's why
So you have a very careful attention to detail, you would say?
Oh yeah, the job, yeah.
That's good. That's kind of good in any job, I guess, right?
Yeah, but some jobs you don't care enough to do that.
Well, and also too, some jobs, where I work, if you're making springs, part of making the spring is knowing you're gonna have a few on scrap. So you might lose a few along the way to try and get what you want done to the spring right. So I mean, it's still attention to detail, but at the same time, you're gonna lose some. So, yeah. What would you guys say? Because I know that you make music. So, what would you say inspired you to do that? And Davion, I don't know if you have any artistic endeavor, but the question is, if whatever your passion is, what inspired you to chase on to that?
You want to go first?
Yeah. So you're talking about music specifically, right?
Or just any passion, really. But I know for you.
I have a lot of passion, so you can't say that. You got to say something specific. Music I can talk about, but if you're talking about passions, it's always been sports, man. It's always been sports.
Are you getting that heater back there, Davion?
Yeah.
Sweet. So okay, well, let's take them both. What about sports? What inspired you to get passionate about sports, and what inspired you to get passionate about music? Was it an event, a person?
All right, musically, my family's they've been musically inclined, man. Everybody in my instrument, everybody in my family plays an instrument besides my sister, you know. So we just all pass those genes down to each other, man. And everybody in our family has talent. We all play by ear, you know. And even in music classes, you can see how our learning ability is affected as compared to other students, you know. I would say that I was definitely blessed, you know, with the genes that I had, because it was easy for me to take music classes, you know. Those are easy A's, you know. And then, as far as instruments, to come up with some instruments, guitar always it always intrigued me, you know. And then once I learned that, it just wasn't enough, because the type of person that I am, I just never stopped learning. So I just tried new things. I picked up piano, because, you know, but that was a decision that I made to do, you know. I picked up piano because it was something that I wanted to do. It wasn't nobody else. It wasn't, you know. But
So piano is a funny one for me, because I played a piano, and actually when I was playing percussion in school, the xylophone was one of my instruments that I got, I'm not gonna say stuck with for a while, but I almost want to say that, because
that's what it was.
Yeah. I didn't like it a lot at first.
Xylophone.
Yeah, but I didn't like it a lot at first, but it's one of those things you learn more about it, you actually learn that you can do popular songs on a xylophone. That makes it a little cooler.
Yeah.
Scoot up to the sky a little.
Okay, well, as far as sports, man, I think the thing that drove me into sports was the fact that nobody in my family played them. Yeah, everybody was into music and all that. So we don't really got no athletes in my family. And my dad, he played sports in high school, so that's where I got it from. I got it from my dad. And I just fucking play sports. I love that shit though. I grew to love that shit.
That's kind of cool how one passion you got into it because it's kind of like you said in your DNA with your family.
Right.
And another one, it was sort of like, well, nobody does this, so let me check it out.
Oh, yeah. But I got the athletic genes passed down to me either way, so I was just, I don't know.
What about you, Davion?
Well, I got into football because it was like, that was the only thing I could really do at the time, is like where I was living and stuff. Because all my other cousins and stuff, they was ripping and running the streets. And me, I'm still young, buddy, but I couldn't do that. Like,
You chose a different
yeah,
path.
I chose a different path. So it was like, when I had football and all the stuff that I was going through, like when I played football, it don't matter if it was organized or on the street or on the field at a park, like it took all my pain away and all my thoughts. It was just like I'm playing. It was like it excited me to play. So like when I was younger, I really was able to play on the team because like the way my mom and our situation was set up, it was like we wasn't that wealthy. Like we didn't really have nothing. But as I got older, I got to play organized, and when I got into organized, it was like, yeah, this is what I want.
Sweet. So it was like one of those things, like when you're on the field, like everything else kind of, like it disappears.
Yeah.
I like that. Sometimes if I get into a certain video game, that happens. But most of the time when that happens now is when I'm writing. Like, I don't know what it is about writing, but like to have to get into that mind of where you're getting the muse, like you kind of have to forget about things sometimes. Like lately I've been trying to write in front of other people, or like when sometimes like the neighborhood kids are over playing games or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do, man. Like it's hard to zone in when things are going on around you.
I mean, that's why I'm always asking people, like, you want to play Madden? You want to play Madden? Like if I'm playing something else, I'm really like overthinking stuff and stuff. Like it's just
Something
crazy.
about football,
yeah,
huh?
it's just something about
That's cool.
football. Like that's my
teams.
first love. Like it's just, hey,
Yeah, see.
that's my bitch.
Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Well, strap in, Night Riders. We're in for a long ass wait here. We're on order for Postmates at the moment, and we knew this was going to be a long ass line. To be honest with you, I should go in. But it's going to be just as fucking long.
Bro.
It would be probably shorter.
Yeah, it'll be shorter
But
because
I wouldn't mind.
Chick-fil-A.
Sometimes they do a line in there too, though.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what we're going to do.
If it involves me getting up, I don't like it.
To be honest with you, I almost just want to wait, because this way I'll... Yeah, I think I will. That line is moving somewhat fast. And anyway, it gives us more time to do the podcast without a pause, which I don't know if the viewers like that, but I can say that when I listen to podcasts and I know that it's like one conversation throughout the whole way through, I like it a little better, because like when they switch topics or like they go to a different thing and it's like seamlessly on this
it's like
transition.
scripted in a way.
But that's what I love about podcasts. I mean, some are, but most are not.
Yeah.
I've done scripted podcasts. There were, for a little while, I was doing certain topics. Even on this one, like I had a baseline for what I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest with you, it just seems like, I don't know. I like the free form of being able to like go anywhere. So this way, if you get off topic on something, you don't feel like, oh, I'll have to go back and.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, what's up with that tire? You see that shit over my trigger?
Well,
it's just turned.
It looks like it's just turned, but it also looks like it's out of alignment. Like, why is it turned?
I see what you
Probably
mean.
just
Yeah.
high as fuck, but
I don't know.
But I see what you're talking about.
It almost looks like it's flat or something.
I just might be, but still.
Hey, but that's like
We're talking about this slug bug over here, yeah.
Slug bug, no hit back.
Shit.
This nigga just slug bugged me.
I know, he slug bugged me too. And he said no hitbacks.
And he said no hit back. Slug bug, no hit back.
I was about to say, y'all ain't gonna get each other.
Fuck. I'd play that game forever. Does that count with the new slug bugs?
What?
I guess it does, right?
Hell yeah, slug bug is a slug bug.
Like always.
Would you guys ever get a slug bug?
No.
Fuck no.
What if it was like super cheap, not free, but you guys got it for like $3,000 and it was like that one we were just looking at?
No.
No.
I still wouldn't take it.
It would be hard for me not to take it.
It would be hard for you?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just...
See, in my mind, I start thinking already like, well, worst case, I could flip it, but then I would think, like, if you guys were going to say that, I was going to say, okay, what about with the caveat that you have to keep it? And obviously you guys would say no, so.
Man, the reason why I wouldn't take it, bro, because what if I get in a car accident? It's too small.
I don't know, man. Like, I'll tell you this for real. I've been in a car accident in an S10 and in a 98 Volkswagen Jetta. The S10, as small as the truck as it was, it held up way better. So I see what you mean on that, but at the same time, like...
So you were in a Jetta?
Yeah, 98 Volkswagen Jetta. Love that car. It was a stick shift, had a moonroof.
I pray to God I'll never get in a car crash, man. That's just scary.
It's pretty fucking scary. I don't wish it on anyone but my worst enemies, to be honest with you.
Man, what the hell am I talking about, bro? I've been in one before. What the hell?
I don't know.
Mine was the same one. We fucking, or I didn't yield on a left turn. But the second one, I don't think. The second one they ran on a red light. Now they said it was yellow when they were coming through the intersection, but I don't know. It was probably just me, to be honest with you, like not looking. I know that's what it was, but at the same time, I felt like I should have been able to go. But it is what it is, you know. When you're turning left. That's why what?
We should all become porn stars.
What the fuck? How'd you get that out of that?
Oh, he didn't get that out of that. That's a random thought displayed upon us. Like,
I can dig it.
Yeah, you know. He says that all the time.
I don't know. Like we'll be going through my brain. Like
you know,
a lot.
I think it was Yellow Boy. I think it was Yellow Boy. He became a porn director from NWA. That's what he does now. He directs porn.
I'm weak as fuck.
I want to direct.
He gets to look at pussy and dick all day.
Hell yeah! Imagine that shit.
I couldn't look at pussy and dick all day. But
oh wait, you couldn't?
I'll provide it.
I'll provide it.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't just sit there and watch somebody.
Yeah, if I was.
Can I join at least? Like, damn.
Let me get in on it.
Like,
if I'm getting paid for it, that's one thing. But like.
Okay, how much? Okay, let me ask you this though. Okay, they say we're gonna pay you. She's not like the cleanest, hottest bitch. How much is your price? So like, okay, let me put it like this. Usually, you're thinking like
1 million. This dick ain't free.
1 million.
This dick ain't free.
He said this dick ain't free, bro.
What is that song? Everybody want to give me some head, but the dick ain't free. Oh, that's Juicy J.
There's also Kendrick Lamar one too.
Or Drake.
Smoking and rolling.
Oh yeah. That DJ Khaled joint. You know this dick ain't free. Hey.
I got girls
I got girls that should have made way for it. Girls that are canceled to fly back home. Right there. That's for free.
Yeah, I wonder what, man. Checking things out. I like the sheriffs, man. They're good though.
Man, I don't like nobody.
I've had, to be honest with you, for someone who has not broken the law a whole lot, I've had a lot of interactions with cops for different reasons. One time, witness as a gang shooting, or not to it, but I was a witness around the people that were in it. One time, traffic stops, like, I don't even know, I've had a lot. Thankfully, I only get like 1 or 2 a year, but I don't know, like even that I feel like is a lot. Like some people go years without getting one. For a little while I did. How long have you guys gone without a traffic stop by cop?
It's been...
I don't want to jinx it though.
Well, shit, do we have some wood to knock on?
2017, so 2 years. But I didn't get traffic stopped, my dad did. So I don't know if that counts or not, but yeah, that's my last traffic stop.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I've been driving for 4 years though. So.
Yeah. Knock on wood. I just like to make the noise in my head, you know? Yeah. And
I can get a wood block on the metro.
To be honest with you, I used to fucking carry a little bit of wood just to knock on it.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm that superstitious. Even this is what I tell people. Okay, like even if it's superstitious, it don't help. Either way, you're covering your bases.
As long as you cover your bases, man.
And when something bad happens, you know it wasn't because you didn't knock on wood.
And you know always to wrap up because you be safe.
Yeah.
Shoot, y'all can wrap up.
Well,
I pick my battles, man.
You gonna pick the wrong one? I mean,
What's a wrong battle to pick for you? Like against a cop or like what?
No, we're talking about girls now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different story right there.
Yeah.
I have a lot of trouble with picking the right battles.
For real?
I fall for the girls that are like gonna do me dirty sometimes.
That's why you just say fuck it and do them dirty. Don't let them get that
feel
upper
that.
hand on you. You come into the relationship or thing talking about I'm finna do you dirty. Don't
That way,
tell it.
hey, look.
You gotta have that mindset.
Hey, that way after if they fuck with you after, you know it's real.
Yeah.
If she stay with you after that shit, you know it's real, bro. That's crazy though.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how
you and Jada was. Yeah.
Yep. I'm telling you.
That's how
we didn't have no intentions of getting together, and then it just happened. We had no intentions, like being together. None of that. She had intentions to fuck with her niggas. I had intentions to fuck with my bitches. And
it just ended up like.
Yep, it just ended up like. Damn. And we've been together for a year already now.
Damn, nice.
Yep.
I guess that's a good way to start things. Like, let the boundaries and rules be kind of open, and then from there, if you
apply
decide.
them motherfuckers.
Well, but if you let it loose, and then it's like you let that happen, and then after a while you kind of just come together. It's like natural.
Yeah, you gotta open up to it, and once you really want the girl, you gotta open up to her. Like,
That's true.
You gotta put your man pride aside. I know we got a lot. That's why I was trying to tell him at the same time. Like, we have a lot of pride that we don't want to fucking sit there and suck up to a motherfucker and be like, oh yeah, I'm in the wrong for this.
Right.
But I'm not.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Like that though.
I ain't gonna lie, I was
think-
like that, but then she made me realize like, the fuck am I doing? Like,
All right, let me pause this. Order this food. Hold on.
motherfuckers and shit.
And we're back. We were talking about giving girls compliments. So like, and we'll end with this topic at like 18 minutes. Let's put this out there for the viewers.
For sure.
What's a good compliment to give a girl if you're trying to like maybe get something but you don't know her? Like, so you see a girl, maybe you've seen her at this place once or twice.
What is that something you're trying to get?
Because that does matter.
All right, well, all right, let me ask you this. She's like a 7.5 on a 10. So what is that to you? And you met her at like some place you're gonna get something to eat, or like a convenience store, like somewhere that you come by again.
Get at her and I want her.
I mean, that's yeah.
All right, then you are very beautiful.
So something general.
Yeah. Something,
Okay. See, I always try to get specific with it because you know girls want to feel special.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know.
Okay, look. The way I approach it, bro, it just depends on like how their body language is and all that. But like, I try to tell them something that like they probably never heard before. You know. I mean, me, a person being the person that I am, I'll tell them that their soul is beautiful. Like, you got a beautiful soul. Like, if I'm seeing somebody and they're working hard, you know, she's cute or whatever. She's like, say she's working at the place, right?
Right.
And she's just like working. She actually gives a fuck. She looks like she got some stress on her face, you know. But that's just because of life. And I'm gonna tell her something that'll uplift her spirit. Maybe hopefully something that'll make her day better. So that's it.
That's pretty good. And we ended up getting another order. Sweet. Well, we fucking schooled you all. Fucking how to get a girl, how to treat them, I think, right? We went over that. We went to fucking music. We went to getting pulled over.
Even porn stars.
Even porn stars. Fuck yeah. So anyway, tune in for the next one. You all have a good night. Drive safe.
How we?
Nigga, you have to understand me. My job